to the video on classification of fruit juice beverages. Classification has continued to be a bone of contention between the revenue and the taxpayers. The latest adding to the listing is classification of fruit juice beverages. While the issue was much settled in the pre-GST era, however, with the inception of GST, the issue has come to fore again. In this video, we will be discussing brief background, the underlying jurisprudence on the subject, Nitya's take on the same, and way forward that the taxpayers must adopt. Chapter 22 under the GST tariff covers beverages, vinegar and spirits. Heading 2202 therein can be broadly classified into waters including mineral waters and aerated waters containing added sugar and other flavoring agents. This entry covers aerated waters and lemonade, and others category which covers fruit juice based drink, fruit pulp based drinks and others. For the purposes of classification of fruit juice beverages, it is important to refer to the FSSAI regulations. Regulation 2.3.3 provides for carbonated fruit beverages or fruit drinks. Clause 2 therein provides that carbonated fruit beverages must contain a minimum of 5% of fruit juice in case of lime and lemon. This limit is 10% in case of other fruits. Via an amendment that was carried out in 2016, this limit was reduced to 2.5% in case of lime and lemon and 5% in case of other fruits. As a result, the taxpayers reduced their fruit juice content to 5% and 2.5%. They classified their drinks under heading 2202 as fruit juice based drinks and discharged GST at the rate of 12%. The department, disputing the classification adopted by the taxpayers, held that these drinks were classifiable under heading 2202 as aerated waters or other non-alcoholic beverages. Accordingly, GST was liable to be paid at 28% plus compensation cess of 12%. The department further held that in cases where the fruit juice content was 5% or 2.5%, these cannot be regarded as fruit juice based drinks. Going by the earlier fruit juice content that was given under the FSSAI regulations. Further, the old jurisprudence was applicable only in cases where the fruit juice content was more than 5% or 2.5%. Lastly, there are a couple of advanced rulings which have been passed under the GST which support the department's view. Discussing the underlying jurisprudence, the Supreme Court in case of Parle Agro and Tribunal Larger Bench in case of Vrindavan Beverages laid down certain parameters for the purposes of classification of fruit drinks. These parameters are the FSSAI regulations, namely Regulation 2.3.3, which provides for presence of fruit juice content, the essential character or the dominating ingredient in the drinks, the production process involved, that is the base in which the other ingredients are added, the common trade parlance, that is the reference to the product in day-to-day life, and the labeling adopted by taxpayers, that is the label that is adopted by the taxpayers such as carbonated fruit beverage or fruit juice based drinks on the packaging of the product. There are a couple of advanced rulings and favorable rulings that have been passed on the subject. The favorable rulings are Supreme Court in case of Parle Agro while dealing with the product Appy Fizz held it to be a fruit juice based drink. Similarly, Tribunal Larger Bench in case of Vrindavan Beverages, while dealing with product Minute Maid Nimbu Fresh, held it to be a fruit juice based drink on the basis of fruit content. Cestat Ahmedabad and Cestat New Delhi in case of PepsiCo India and Varun Beverages, while dealing with the product Nimbu Masala Soda, held these products to be fruit juice based drink on the basis of fruit content that was present. Discussing the advanced rulings that have been passed, there are several adverse advanced rulings that have been passed under GST. These are the Appellate Authority for Advanced Ruling in case of Rich Dairy while dealing with the product Richia Lemon held it to be a non-alcoholic beverage due to the fruit content that was present therein. Advanced Ruling Authority in case of Carle Sparkling while dealing with the product K Juice Grape held it to be a non-alcoholic beverage and not a fruit juice based drink due to the fruit content that was present. Lastly, the Appellate Authority for Advanced Ruling in case of Hindustan Coca-Cola while dealing with the product Fanta Fruity Orange, again held it to be a non-alcoholic beverage and not a fruit juice based drink, even though the fruit content therein was more than 10%. Coming to Nitya's take, the classification adopted by the department is incorrect. The amendment in FSSAI regulations in 2016 have no impact on classification of these drinks, and these drinks continue to be classifiable as fruit juice based drinks. The composition, procurement pattern and factual analysis of each product is relevant for determining the classification. The advanced rulings passed under GST are incorrect, and the jurisprudence laid down by Supreme Court and Sestat larger bench lay down the correct legal position and continue to be applicable. Lastly, the advanced rulings passed under GST are applicable only on the applicant. Coming to way forward, the taxpayers need to prove the fruit juice content. Each taxpayer needs examination of their products regarding the contents of the drink, the reference to the product in common trade parlance, the labeling that is adopted by the taxpayers, the category that has been mentioned on the FSSAI license that has been obtained by them. The taxpayers must get their products tested at an independent agency to prove the fruit juice content. The taxpayers can also consider representing this issue before the GST Council through relevant ministry. We thank you for watching this video. Hope you find this video useful.